Okay. Now, how to convert rectangular form into the polar form and the exponential form? Rectangular into polar and exponential. So to convert into the polar form, we need the two things. Mod z, that means r, and the argument z, that is theta. So we are given the rectangular form. Z is equal to a plus iota b. Z is equal to a plus iota b. Rectangular form. So first of all, we'll find r. R will be equal to under root, positive under root. Don't write plus minus. We are taking the mod. Mod always be positive. Don't write plus minus under root. Only plus under root. The square of the real part plus the square of the imaginary part, not iota. The square of A plus the square of B without iota. Remember, without iota. Don't write iota B whole square. We have to take the, I told you the real part is this one. It may be positive, it may be negative. You take the square, square always be the positive. In the same way, you will take the real imaginary part, that is B. It may be positive, it may be negative. You have to take the positive or negative B whole square. It will be positive B square. So answer will be A square plus B square. The answer in between there should be plus. So, and take the square root, that will be r. Now, how to find argument z, that is theta? So, r will be found in this way. We will take the square of the real part plus the square of the imaginary part without iota, and then we'll take the whole square root. This will be r. Now, how to find theta? So, before finding the theta, you must know whether the z lies in the first quadrant or the second quadrant or the third quadrant or the fourth quadrant. So, for the first quadrant, if z in first quadrant, so theta will be equal to tan inverse b upon a, imaginary part divided by the real part, imaginary part divided by the real part, tan inverse of imaginary part divided by the real part. This will be theta if it is in the first quadrant. If it is in the second quadrant, then theta will be found 180 degree if you are doing in degrees, or pi if you are taking in radian, minus or pi if you are taking in radian, minus tan inverse b upon a. B and a both must be positive. You have to take the positive values of b and a. In the second quadrant, a will be negative. In the second quadrant, real part will be negative, but you have to take the positive value. You have to take the positive value. Therefore, I put the mod. Mod means you will take the positive values on of a and b both. Imaginary part divided by the positive value of the real part. So 180 degree minus this tan inverse b upon a. B and a both must be positive if it is in the second quadrant. If it is in the third quadrant, then theta will be equal to 180 degree or pi, that is radian. If you are taking in radian, so you have to take pi, here also the radian. Then plus tan inverse b upon a, both positive. Both positive. In the third quadrant, both are negative. When a and b are negative, it will be in the third quadrant. But you have to take both values positive. Both positive values. If it is in the fourth quadrant, theta will be equal to 360 degree or 2 pi radian and minus tan inverse b upon a. Here also, whenever you are finding tan inverse, b and a must be positive. The imaginary part divided by the real part. Imaginary part divided by the real part. Imaginary part divided by the real part. And both parts you have to take the positive. Both parts must be positive. So in this way, when they are in the first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant, you have to take the value of theta in this way. When you will find r in this way, and theta will be found in this way. And then when you both things, argument z, mod z, both are known. So the polar form will become z is equal to r cos theta plus iota sine theta. Put the values of theta and r over there in this form. You replace theta and replace r. These things will be replaced, which you found from here, r from here, theta from here. Replaced over there, sine and cos and iota will remain as it is. This will be the polar form, and imaginary exponential form z is equal to r e raised to power iota theta. So you have to replace theta and you have to replace r. E and iota will remain as it is. E and iota will remain as it is. This will be the exponential form and this is the polar form. So this is the way how to convert the rectangular form into the polar form and the exponential form. Okay. Now we will do the exercise 11.3. Another thing. This is how to find r is just like that. Theta, if it is in the first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant. Sometimes it is not in the quadrant. It is in between the two quadrants. It is in between the two quadrants. For example, okay, first we'll do the practice of these questions in quadrant. Then we will do the when they are not in quadrant, they are in between the two quadrants. We are doing exercise 11.3. Exercise 11.3. Question number 37. Use a calculator to convert each complex number to polar form. Express the argument to the nearest tenth of a degree. That means nearest tenth mean 1 decimal place. Nearest 100 mean 2 decimal place. Nearest 1000 mean 3 decimal place. So nearest tenth, that means 1 decimal place. So question number 37. Two plus 5 iota. Exercise 11.3. Question number 37. Two plus 5 iota. This is rectangular form. We have to convert into the polar and exponential form. So for the polar form, first of all, we'll find r. R will become under root square of 2 plus square of 5. It will become 4 plus 25 under root 29. This is R. Under root 29 is R. Now we will find theta. Both are positive. For theta, we must know in which quadrant this lies. For theta, we must know in which quadrant the complex number lies. So both are positive, it means it is in the first quadrant. So we'll find theta. Z is in first quadrant. Therefore, theta will be equal to tan inverse 5 upon 2 imaginary part divided by the real part. So find the answer. Use your calculator to find tan inverse bracket 5 divided by 2. Bracket close. Yes, quickly. Find tan inverse 5 upon 2 and tell me the answer. Yes, hurry up. Use your calculator to find tan inverse 5 upon 2. The answer is 68.198. So we have to take up to, the answer is 68.198 degree. This is in degrees. So the answer we have to take up to 1 decimal place. So after that there is 9. If the following number is 5 or more than 5, it will be added 1. In this number we add 1. So this is already 1, we add 1, it will become 2. So this answer is 68.2 degree. Theta will become 68.2 degree. So theta will become 68.2 degree. R is equal to under root 29. So polar form will become under root 29 into cos 68.2 degree plus iota sine 68.2 degree. This is the polar form, r cos theta plus iota sine theta. And the exponential form, under root 29 e raised to power iota into 68.2 degree. This is the exponential form. If we are asked only polar form, we will write this one. If we are asked exponential form, we will write only this one. We will find r, we will find theta, but we will write only the exponential form. We will not write polar form. If we are asked to write both the forms, polar form and exponential form, we will write both the forms. We'll find r, we'll find theta, and we'll write the both the forms. Because for both the forms, it may be polar, it may be exponential. In both the forms, r and theta are required. R and theta are required, so we have to calculate r and theta both, and then we'll put over there in the formula r cos theta plus iota sin theta. We'll put the value of r and theta in the formula, and we will get the answer. We'll get the answer. So that was question number 37. We found r and theta, and then we'll convert into the polar form, into the exponential form. Don't again start to write the cos 68.2 degree and sin 68.2 degree. Find the values of this, put over there, multiply by 129, and get the again you'll get this one. No need. It is asked to find the exponential form. So when exponential, so write this one. That's okay. If you are asked to find the polar form, you write this one. That's the final answer. If you are asked both the forms, so write the polar form, then write the exponential form. That's the final answer. No need to again convert into the rectangular form. That was question number 37. I will do another question. Question number 39. Question number 39. -2 -4 iota. Convert into the polar and exponential form. So first we'll find r. R will be equal to under root -2 square plus -4 square. I am not writing iota, and in between I am putting plus, not negative sign. Whatever be the sign over there, we have to take plus sign over there. It will become under root 4 plus 16. It will become under root 20 or 2 under root 5. 20 will become, it is also okay, but it can further simplify. 4 into 5 will be 20. The square root of 4 will be 2, and under root 5 will remain as it is. 2 under root 5 is the answer of r. Now we'll find theta. Both are negative. Real part as well as the imaginary part, both are negative. When both are negative, so it means it is in the third quadrant. Z is in third quadrant. When it is in third quadrant, theta will be equal to 180 degree plus tan inverse the positive value of the real imaginary part 4 and the positive value of the real part, that is 2. We will not take the negative sign. We have to take the positive sign in all the 4 quadrants. It may be first quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant, fifth quadrant. Both values, the real part and the positive real part divided by, imaginary part divided by the real part, both should be positive. So this is 2. Tan inverse 2. So 180 degree minus tan inverse 2. What is the answer? Plus tan inverse 2. Use your calculator to find the answer. Sixty-three point 63.434. We have to take one decimal place. So after 4, this is the one decimal place. After that is 3. That is less than 5. So it will be removed. So this is 63.4 degree. Add the both. Theta will become 342.4 degree. This is theta. Theta will become 243.4 degree. So polar form, R is 2 under root 5 or under root 20, whatever you like, you may write, into cos of 243.4 degree plus iota sine 243.4 degree. This is the polar form. 2 under root 5 cos 243.4 degree plus iota sine 243.4 degree. In the same way, we may write exponential form. If you are asked to find the exponential form, we will write the exponential form 2 under root 5 or under root 20, whatever you like, e raised to power iota into 243.4 degree. You have to put the sign of degree. It is necessary. Otherwise, it will be considered as radian. If you will not put the sign of degree, it will be considered as radian. So you have to write the sign of degree over there. So this is the way how to find the exponential form and the polar form. Anyone may convey the message to Abdullah Javed. He must write his ID. Otherwise, he will not be allowed to enter into the class. Okay, I am ending the class. I am ending the class. The time is over. So, inshallah, we will see in the next week at the same time. And listen, all of you, if you want to ask anything, you have any query, you must ask in the group. You must ask in the group, not in the private message. I do not check the private message and you will not get the answer. So if you have any query, you must ask in the group, so that, because I will check the group, not the private messages. So I will give the answer of your query. Okay. So I am ending the class. Take care. Allah Hafiz.